Hello, welcome to my channel. I have a couple of vintage QED puzzles from 1984. There were originally 4 to choose from, but I only have 2 of them. We're first going to look at the one called Square in the Circle, and you very quickly realise why they came up with that name, although technically the circle is inside the square. The box itself does not show you the completed puzzle, which is quite a good thing indeed. Since this was made before camera phone, the only frame of reference you have is your memory. So let's see how well my memory did. I got the circle right, but that one's kind of obvious. And despite the limited number of pieces, this is quite a hard puzzle to solve. As I've already stated, your best weapon is your memory, and for most of us, that's not a very good weapon. I'm already assuming that the longest curves go across the outer edge. That's a trap, and I fell for it. As with more puzzles, it's not until you get near the end that you realise that you can't complete it, and that you're going to have to start again. But I'm not most people. I keep trying anyway. Because after all, it's only been about 40 years since I last tried this puzzle, and I've assembled it many times, so all I need to do is unlock that old memory and I'm sorted. There's one thing I never understood about this puzzle though, and that's why it has such a tiny sorting tray at the top, as you can't really fit anything in it, other than perhaps the 2 smallest pieces. I started getting excited for a moment then, thinking that I nearly figured it out. But alas, it became clear I'm going to have to start again. So it's time for round 2. And this time I tried to fit the pieces into places that weren't immediately obvious, so essentially I'm trying not to overthink it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are 4 of these kits to collect. There's this one called Square in the Circle. I'm going to show you the disappearing square in a couple of minutes, which means that the 2 missing ones are called set squares and perfect squares. Also, a fun fact, if you can't complete this puzzle, there's an address you can write into where they will send out a copy of the solution, although I don't think we'll get a response these days. Well, I know I'm near the end, but frustratingly I seem to be only 1 piece away from getting it right. But it's just a matter of figuring out which piece is wrong, as I really don't want to start again. Although I can hear some of you shouting out the answer, as some people just have that uncanny ability to solve puzzles several moves ahead. So I restructure the left hand side to see if that will solve it for me. But every way I try and place this large piece, it fits perfectly, so that's not helping at all. But I know I'm close, so persevere. I know deep down that once this blue piece is in the correct way, it will all fall into place. I just need to get another piece in first, and that will help me out. And now I can physically see what space remains. And once there are only 2 pieces remaining, I know I'm on the home stretch. And it feels good to finally get every piece where it belongs. Right, let's take a look at the other one. This one is called the Disappearing Square. And once again, the box art does not feature the completed puzzle. This looks nice and colourful and looks fairly straightforward. And as per usual, once I empty it all out, I completely forget where everything goes. I remember that everything is symmetrical and all the separate colours stick together. Even at this point, I know I'm completely in the wrong. I'm just hoping that the pattern will emerge and I'll figure it out. It really does go to show that it's all dependent on memory. If you've got a bad memory, you'll have a hard time. So it's at this stage that I completely give up. And after taking a quick look at the screenshot from before I emptied it all out, I figured it out. And it was quite easy actually. Unlike the square in the circle puzzle, with this one, you only need to remember a quarter of it and then repeat the same pattern. So basically the image is on a tilt, and once you make the tilt happen, everything else falls into place. As you'll see in just a moment, there's only one shape that can fit the pattern left behind. So this one turned out to be really easy actually. Follow the shape, then follow the colour, and before you know it's completed. There's an extra red piece, so it's clear that one goes in the centre. So in the days before the internet, These kind of puzzles will keep a kid busy for half hour or so, and to a parent, that half hour is precious. So that concludes our quick look at the QED puzzles from Peter Pan Playthings. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.